So I'm Gianluca Iadema. I'm an Italian composer, performer, sound and multimedia artist based in Switzerland. I studied computer music and composition after I did my master in classical piano in Italy.
Der sich nach Westen. Wirbel.
I mean, there is not really a story, but it's more like based on small gestures, where I try to don't let the listener, so the public, to understand how it will continue. So it's made in a logical way, but the pattern I used, for example, at the beginning, where there is this kind of modal ascending scale, it continues like adding one note or cutting one note, then adding 3 notes, then just one, and it continues always with this kind of play where you don't understand exactly until when it continues like this. And basically what I find interesting is that there is not really an end. You can continue like to play this piece in loop somehow. Composer should, in my opinion, create something that can be performed at its best and give the possibility to the performers to express themselves in a natural way. Voice then is the instrument I probably explore the most, and I'm incredibly interested in its possibility. So the essence stays in the word contrast. It's a piece that it's organized in spaces rather than section, which does not actually end. And I've been always also inspired by Renaissance music, which somehow I find quite close to contemporary music. And I think Wirbel was quite influenced by that.
I'm Luciano Correa. I'm a composer, musician from Chile. I work mainly in composition. Right now working in theater, working in musical production, like an assortment of different things. And I read Vértigo from Alessandra Molina, and I was really captivated by it. It has like a really material thing going on, you know, these descriptions of a thing that falls from the sky, like it's like this mess of feathers and bones. It's really interesting, kind of talking about a bird at all, you know. So it's like a common theme, and I was pleased to see a subversion of that common theme. And I was really motivated by that to compose, especially, you know, taking in context the lead context, you know, piano, voice. It was a really intimate thing, and I wanted to convey that feeling of something broken being beautiful, you know, something broken being like converted into a piece of art.
che nada comenzava.
I think composition isn't finished when you put the last note on the score. I think composition is finished when you listen to the piece being performed. I heard some interpretations, in fact, and I was like blown away. There are some performers that took like more risks, maybe, or they thought the piece was something different in some places, and that I think is really, really interesting because it gives different results and different like moods, and you can see that even in the face that they make when singing the piece. There are some more playful, there are some more serious and tragic, and that is really, really beautiful thing. So I think yes, there is a space for interpretation, and I gladly accept that interpretation. I like to hear different versions of the piece. It's my favorite thing. But having like this starting point of working with a text of some author in particular, Alessandra Molina in this case, but since then I read a lot of her work, and it's really, really great. I really enjoy it. But also, as I was saying, this like starting point of working with a text forces you to guide your creativity or guide your compositional process in a way that for me is really interesting. But for this I really enjoy it because of that starting point, and I think I like to think that shows on the piece. That is was really made with care and like joy, even though it's like a tragic thing. But yeah, that's it.